Welcome to Seeking Alpha's Wall Street Breakfast, where we cover the top news for investors every morning. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, November 5th. I'm Julie Morgan. On this election day, we're hearing from you about the top economic concerns. The strike ends at Boeing, and what a difference a day makes for Viking Therapeutics. It should come as no surprise that today is Election Day in the U.S., even though it is not likely that we will know who is the clear winner by the end of the day in the race for president. Today is the final day to cast a ballot for either former President Donald Trump or current Vice President Kamala Harris. A survey by Seeking Alpha that polled over 2,000 subscribers of the Wall Street Breakfast newsletter shows that debt levels are the biggest economic concern for Americans, coming in at 44%. The cost of illegal immigration and consumer inflation both came in at 15%. 6% said the stock market is a concern and jobs and wages are what concern them the least. Debt loads have soared since the COVID era amid heavy spending on the pandemic and conflicts across the globe. That's on top of other major contributors to the deficit, including Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security, which have led the national debt to top $35 trillion. David Morrison, senior market analyst at Trade Nation, said in a note last week that the most important outcome for investors is that there is a clear, unambiguous winner on the 6th of November. If there is any uncertainty over which candidate has won and should this lead to a drawn-out legal dispute or worse, then the market reaction is likely to be very negative. He went on to say that the S&P 500 lost 10% with a month-long wait in 2020 between the vote and the outcome that was ultimately forced by the Supreme Court. Morgan Stanley, in a note Sunday, flagged a potential hurry-up-and-wait scenario toward the election outcome. One strategist said a repeat of 2020's long and noisy vote count is plausible, as vote-by-mail results in key swing states can slowly erase what appears to be solid leads for a candidate. If you're interested in investing topics tied to the election, be sure to check out our coverage from Seeking Alpha's Investing Forum Election 2024 event. I'll leave a link for you on Seeking Alpha in the transcript of this podcast. Boeing workers have voted to accept the aircraft maker's latest offer and end the nearly 8-week strike that halted key production and cost the company billions of dollars. On Monday, 59% of members of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers voted in favor of ratifying the new contract, which includes a 38% pay hike over 4 years and improved retirement contributions. Workers can return to work as early as November 6th, and all are required to return by November 12th. Now an update on a stock that was one of our biggest movers of the day pre-market on Monday and the top story on Wall Street Lunch with Kim Kahn. Shares of Viking Therapeutics fell 13% Monday after jumping 25% pre-market amid concerns that the company might face production problems for its promising weight loss pill. According to media reports Monday afternoon, the sell-off was likely triggered by analyst reports that Viking may face production problems for VK2735, especially for 100 milligrams or higher doses. According to Reuters, analysts at Deutsche Bank said in their note that scaling up production for the drug will be costly with capital requirements and expertise beyond what Lilly and Novo currently have. I have a few other articles that I'd like to share with you that you can find on Seeking Alpha. Wynn Resorts falls after Macau revenue misses the consensus expectation. Goodyear cost savings initiative keeps profits intact despite a drop in tire sales. And an update on another stock we talked about yesterday here on Wall Street Breakfast. Palantir leaps after crushing estimates due to its popular AI tools. On our catalyst watch for the day, it's a really short one. Dr. Reddy's will begin trading on a split-adjusted basis following the 5-for-1 stock split. Now for a look at the markets today. As of 6 a.m., Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ futures are in the green. Crude oil is up 0.3% at $71 a barrel. Bitcoin is down 0.1% at $68,000. In the world markets, the FTSE 100 is up 0.2% and the DAX is flat. Hims and Hers is on our list of the biggest movers of the day pre-market. Hims is up 12% after exceeding Q3 expectations and raising its fiscal year 2024 revenue guidance, boosted by a 77% year-over-year revenue jump to approximately $401.6 million. On today's economic calendar, at 10 a.m., the ISM Service Index. That's it for today's Wall Street Breakfast. Thanks for listening. To take full advantage of Seeking Alpha, join the highest quality community of real investors discussing stocks and ETFs at seekingalpha.com/subscriptions. I'm your host, Julie Morgan. Go out and make it a great day.